when I think about my upbringing between Harlem and the Bronx, I think often of my grandmother. I have a heart for community because of my grandmother. We went to the Halloween parade, and that was the first time I saw a man dressed as a woman, and we thought it was the coolest thing in the world that this 7-foot man was wearing boots and a dress. And I remember my grandmother making a comment, I must have been 8 or 9, there's some men that look better than women, So just even being exposed to the world beyond the world that we lived in, it was embedded in me at a very young age, and to care for people and to appreciate their differences and not make judgment on them. Those are things that Barbara E. Davis put into me at a very young age. I definitely think so. I think we, as a St. Barnabas family, try to meet people where they're at, not trying to change them, not trying to push them into things, but actually understand, ask questions, and actually journey with them, not just in healthcare, but their life. I think the most important thing is that knowing who I am before anyone puts a label on me. I did go to seminary, and one of the things that you have to go through is a psychiatric evaluation. And it just so happened that the gentleman that did my evaluation was a Caucasian male. And I shared my background in growing up and being low income. And all throughout my evaluation, he used the word poor. And anyone who knows me knows that hearing the word poor is like nail scratching on the blackboard, because the connotation of poor, when it's used to diminish people, often black people and often black women. I take my leadership role very seriously, and if I do nothing else in this earth, I want to make sure that that legacy is that I never held on to any resources that I had, that I've always shared them. I think about the young lady who just graduated from NYU and is a registered nurse, and she's a black female, and she's now being offered a job at NYU, and she's right here from this community. I think about the young man that his family, they all had diabetes, and when he heard Harris from the Diabetes Center speak to him in the summer program, how he made the decision that he didn't want to have diabetes like the rest of his family, and he decided to lose 100 pounds. So, all of these stories, to know that I was just a link and that I was a resource to make sure that these young people understood that they have the opportunity to make decisions on their own, those things empower me. I think the first thing is to be humble, to definitely put away your doubts. I think many times we can pay close attention to the negative things and not pay attention to all the positive things, and recognizing that if you're being recognized to sit at the table, then you have a voice. Sometimes we play into the role, I'm here because of diversity, I'm here. It doesn't matter, you're here.